Greetings, was my Senju Gatsy, it's the Senju Man here, so back again with another episode review of Titans, Series 1, Episode 2. The title of this episode is called Hawk and Dove. This episode of Titans, I think it was a bit of a downgrade on Episode 1. It's still a good episode, but I think Episode 1 is a bit better because it focused on Dick Grayson's Robin, Rachel Roth Raven, Koriander's Starfire. In this episode, they focus on Hawk and Dove, and also introducing the nuclear family. I'll get to the nuclear family later on in this review. Hawk and Dove are not familiar, and I've done my research. Hawk and Dove are brothers in the comics, and also they appeared on an episode called Justice League Unlimited. In the comics and the animated series of Justice League Unlimited, Hawk and Dove are brothers. Hank, I think it's Hank Hill. It's very funny that it's named after Hank Hill from King of the Hill and Don Hill. Yeah, they're brothers in the comics and on an episode of Justice League Unlimited animated series. But in this live action Titan show, they are. I don't think they're married. You know, they're husband or wife. I don't know. Maybe they are husband and wife or boyfriend girlfriend. I almost call them brothers and sisters. No, they're not brothers and sisters. You know, they're not siblings. You know, I think they are. They could be husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend. You know, to focus them on this episode. Hank, you know, in the beginning of this episode, he got tortured. He got captured by these thugs, and the leader basically stabbed him with I think it was a corkscrew around his hip area. One of the thugs kind of burned him with a cigarette, and he's trying to like cut his dick off, but he couldn't do it. He goes, Dawn. Oh yeah, by the way, in the live action Hawk and Dove, they are Hank and Dawn, not Don. Anyway, Dawn basically came to the rescue, beat the fuck out of these thugs. You won't see the thugs again till in the lateral stages of this episode. And this, I don't really call the focus is more on this love triangle between Hank, Dawn, and Dick. And also, like, Rachel kind of touched Dawn's hand, you know, shaking her hand. She saw like a vision of Dick and Dawn basically having sex. Basically, you could tell like Hank's really very bitter towards Dick because, you know, Dick Grayson. Because basically, you know, Dick and Dawn had an affair. You know, they were on top of the balcony in their apartment. I think they're living in an apartment. Yeah, Hank says, "What the hell are you doing here?" Some kind of nice reunion. And they're going after the same gun up. Basically, Don said to Dick that he had, Hank has a lot of injuries. You know, he had was it concussions, herniated disc. It's like you can tell like it's fucking him up. You can tell he's drinking beer. He's kind of like had that alcoholic mentality in the character of this episode. You can tell this Hank has probably have some mental problems. You know, I think this superhero thing is kind of like fucking him up mentally. You can, what makes him tick. Anyway, so he basically doesn't really trust Dick because he might do the same thing to Dawn. Yeah, the focus on this affair thing. You know, you got like Rachel said like you and Dawn, and he said no, and Rachel says, do you know it's very impossible to lie to me because she sees the visions. You can tell like we focus more of Rachel's powers. It's not like she controls her demon self. She can really tell the past, and also Dick is about to leave her. Given there was an envelope. Rachel found an envelope full of money, and the notes. Basically Dick just want to leave her with Hank and Dawn. And when Rachel touched Dick's arm, find out, because, Dick said to Rachel, "I'll be back," and then she said, "You're not going to come back." I'm guessing, like, she can tell the future. She's kind of like type of a fortune teller. And also her powers kind of play tricks. In one scene of this episode, basically, we saw the guy who trying to kidnap and kill Rachel in episode 1 is now part of a cult. Rachel found like this computer, find out, type in her name, found this website, found out the public is trying to find Rachel. So saw the picture of her mom or fake mom, because confirmed in episode 1 that she's not her mother. I don't know who she is, whose her real mother is. It's kind of like I don't know. I didn't really saw the whole of episode 1, because I saw some few episodes of episode 1 of season 1. Sorry, not episode 1. I'm trying to say I haven't really seen the whole of season 1, but I saw some bit episodes of season 1 of Titans. Not all the episodes of season 1. Maybe the whole bulk of it. I saw this episode about, I'm guessing like in 2008, well, 2018, 2019, before the second season came out. Anyway, Rachel kind of tell the future. Oh yeah, and also, she got a little bit scared. Her powers playing tricks. Saw the corpse of the guy trying to kill her. He's now part of the cult. There was there's one scene with was it a Roebuck? Amy Roebuck. That's her name. I think I called her Rachel in the previous episode review of Times. It's very confusing. Anyway, so I'm gonna call her Roebuck. She was in the morgue. Saw the dead guy had a tattoo around her back, and you got this guy working the morgue says, be careful, doesn't feel right, and Amy says, that's her name, Amy Roebuck. It's basically like Dick Grayson's partner, because basically like in episode 1, Dick kind of gave her the cold shoulder. Anyway. And that the the guy who works in the morgue says, mortician, but the guy in the morgue says, I'm just joking. Roebuck give him middle finger. Yeah, I don't think she got killed. I don't know if she got killed or got captured by this family, the nuclear family. Nuclear family. Nuclear family. Let's get to them. I'm not a big fan of them, to be honest. It's more of a minority thing. I bet people like this family in the first season of Titans. Others, not so much. I don't know. My first expression of them, you can tell like this. They are typical stereotypical comedy sitcom family. You got mom, dad. It's like you called the son Biff. It's just like, if my name was Biff, I'd probably get bullied. Biff. It's like, holy shit, man. So they're kind of like this, they're kind of happy-go-lucky, but you can tell in this episode that they're vicious. They basically, I don't know, they killed Amy Roebuck. Basically, you got Sis kind of slice one of Roebuck's hand with the knife, and then Biff kind of hit her in the leg with the bat, and then they kind of stab Roebuck in the back with some pairs of scissors, and then you got the I think it's the mom says you should have saved the phone to us. I think trying to threaten her with the throat, trying to slit her throat with the knife. I don't know if they did that. I don't know. It's just you never seen them killing Roebuck, or if they got captured. I don't know. And it's funny part, and before that, they're playing Monopoly, and also someone's knocking the door. And then you got dad. The nuclear family dad says, hold your fucking horses, and then you got mom says, honey language, and he put money in the swear jar. It's very funny. I said it in episode 1. It's funny that like the DC shows, they get allowed to say fuck. But Marvel cannot say fuck, so you're not allowed to say shit. I'm talking about the Marvel shows, and also the MCU movies did not allow to say fuck. I don't get it. I'm not saying that Deadpool had a lot saying the word fuck in those movies. Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, and the Wolverine movies, and the X-Men movies with the word fuck. I just don't get it. Maybe it's toning down a little bit for appealing more kids. With DC it's more darker. Anyway, so you got this guy says you activated, give them the picture of Rachel, and I understand why the motive is going after Rachel, but yeah, it's trying to get the fans guessing. Like with in episode one, you got like Coriander, Starfire going to this Russian mob's down in the nightclub, and after she kind of obliterate the was it this Kolfar character, and his mom got like turned to ash, and she saw a picture of Rachel. I said to myself, this is not really making any sense, but this I understand why. But anyway, so the kid, I don't know, they properly killed Roebuck. I don't think I'm not thinking they're gonna make Roebuck like this multi-point character. She's there for one episode, and the next episode she might get killed off. Don't give me the spoilers. I haven't really, it's been a long time since I review, or no, not review, but it's been a long time since I watched these episodes of the first season of Titan. Anyway, Titans. Anyway, so yeah, let's get back to the affair. Yeah, basically, Dick's motive is trying to dump Rachel towards Hank and Duff. She, Dawn said to Dick, taking a kid is a lot of responsibility. You know that. And then, Dick says, "I'm not taking you in. I'm not good at this. Stay in the people part." And also, he said to Dawn, like, "I know it's tight around there. I asked Alfred for money, help Rachel around. Two birds with one stone, or kind of free." And Dick says about I'm not good with family. The way you don't understand. You don't know how I become. I don't know what he means. And also, like, when Dawn asks Dick, they're going after the gun up, says, you should help us. And Dick says, "I'm staying out of the life." So I'm guessing he said, like, he's staying out. He don't want to be part. He has no part. He don't want to become Robin. He wants to stay away from this superhero stuff, because I'm guessing, like, when he said, like, you don't know the way I become. Basically he said he doesn't want to become Batman. Bruce Wayne. And Dawn says, "I know healing." I know how it's healing. How Bruce, took you in when you lost your parents. So, I think Dawn said, like, he might do the same thing to Rachel, but that's not really the case, because they end up teaming, forming Titans. They're not called Teen Titans because, Dick Grayson. I think Dick Grayson is an adult now, because in Teen Titans, he was a teenager. They're both teenagers, but yeah, I think Rachel is kind of like in its. I don't know how old, but she's in her teenage years. Like, both Corey and Dick are adults. I think, like, Garfield, Beast Boy is like way older than Rachel. It's funny that they don't have Cyborg in it, because Cyborg is in the Doom Patrol. I don't hate Jonathan Wade's Cyborg. He's just skinny, to be honest. Like, with Ray Fisher's Cyborg, he spent time in the gym to be looking the part, becoming Victor Stone, playing the role as Victor Stone Cyborg. I like Ray Fisher's Cyborg more than Genova Wade. I really saw episode of the Doom Patrol. I'll talk about the Doom Patrol when we get to that episode. I think Doom Patrol will be episode 4. Anyway, so yeah, that's another story for another time. But I like Ray Fisher's Cyborg because I saw the Zack Snyder's his version of Justice League. It was a bit boring, but anyway, so, and also you had this. No, I can't really call it a fight between Hank and Dick, because because Dick was about to change the subject, and Dawn touched Dick's hand, says, like, "What do you mean? You don't know the way I have become?" And also they had a fight. They didn't like throwing punches. They kind of like grabbing each other's clothing. Rachel used her powers. Go, stop. Stop. And I was I forgot to. I didn't really mention about her powers kind of freaked her out in the motel part. She saw like the picture of this guy trying to kill her, and the picture kind of pops out growling, and then you got like her demon self. Rachel says, "Let me out, let me out," and she's drawing crosses. Said about like it was a lot of a Bible reference. Like she said like my father art in heaven, thy kingdom come. I don't know what it means. You can tell like the focus on this religion theme going into Rachel's arc, because in episode 1, her bedroom's full of crucifix, and now she's drawing crucifix. You can tell it's this power's kind of like fucking her up mentally. I kind of like I kind of like her. She's kind of like don't know who she is. And also, introduce the fact that the family, killing robot. I don't say if they kill her, that's the way to establish them as villains. But I don't know. I think they should have done. They should have done Trigon. I wish they put Trigon in season 1 instead of he will appear in season 2. It's like why they did that. I wish they put him in season 1 because it makes sense, because you're trying to like fill out Rachel's arc in season 1. I'm not saying they're gonna, Rachel killing Trigon, getting killed by Trigon. He kills Trigon. You can tell like in season 2, you can tell like Rachel's starting to embrace her powers. She's become Raven. Anyway, so and also there were a lot of Game of Thrones references, in this show. They're in the motel. Dick and Rachel are in the motel. Rachel's watching Game of Thrones, and Dick says, "Are you supposed to watch that?" And also, and Rachel called Dawn Khaleesi. So thanks Khaleesi, and she kind of marked out, says, "Dragon, the show's getting much better." And the reason why she called Dawn Khaleesi, because Khaleesi's Dany Targaryen. I watched Game of Thrones. Don't get me wrong. I know Khaleesi is. Khaleesi was played by Emilia Clarke. The reason why, and to be honest, Dawn has Khaleesi's hairstyle because they're both blonde, and the difference is Emilia Clarke's eyes are blue, Dawn's eyes are brown. It's very funny. I don't think they did it. Imagine if they did like I don't think they're doing post-credit scenes, in DC Netflix shows. It's not like the Disney Plus shows, Marvel shows. You have to wait until the 5th or the 4th. Was it the 4th or the 5th episode of a Marvel show, to get the post-credit scene? You imagine they did like a scene like Rachel is basically seeing Emilia Clarke, marking out the Game of Thrones, and her demon self kind of scaring the shit towards Emilia Clarke. She runs away. I'd be fucking funny. I'll be laughing my ass off. It's a damn shame. Because Marvel do a lot of celebrity cameos. Like great example. David Hasselhoff in Guardians of the Galaxy 2. But we never saw Bryan Cranston in WandaVision and Tom Cruise in the Captain Marvel movie. That's just me. So anyway, I'm glad she likes Game of Thrones. And also, they say this one line in this episode, in the coffee scene. Dick says to Rachel that, there's no time to be scared, and Rachel did the same thing. And also, back to the mob trying to not kill, but torturing Hawk. Hank, you can tell Hank has some mental problems, what makes him tick. Anyway, so he said, "Why I remember now? I remember. Take off your pants." And also Robin came, stabbed this guy trying to cut off. I'm guessing that I gotta see they're doing a Game of Thrones reference, because in Game of Thrones you had Ramsay cut off Theon's dick. He didn't literally cut off his dick, but he cut off his dick. If you watch Game of Thrones, I watch Game of Thrones, it's a good show. And also, Robin kind of stabbed the, I think it was I think that's, not proper scissors, like, you cut paper, more like, I think a bolt cutter, so he kind of stab it towards the mob leader's, groin area. And also, Robin kind of throw his boomerang, the Robin rang. I call it Robin Rang because I can't call it the Bat Rang because it doesn't shape like Batman's Batarang. It's a Robin Rang. Boomer is a boomerang, but I call it the Robin Rang because it got Robin's logo on it. He throwed it and he kind of got in one of the thugs' eye, bit the fuck out of these thug members. Anyway, so Yeah, you got, yeah, the family, the nuclear family came towards the balcony of the, Hank and Dawn's house or apartment, beat the fuck out, you kind of thrown Dick out of the, off the building, but he was hanging on the edge of the building, he's not dead, but he's hanging on above the building. He hit, I think, like, Biff kind of hit Hank with the baseball bat. Mom kind of thrown Dawn off the building, and that is dark shit, man. You can tell DC is proper dark. She got her head splattered. She's still alive. She said, "I'm dying," and now that's her final words. And then, Dick trying to do CPR. I don't think she was dead. I know it's like it's been a long time since I seen these episodes. I think she was in hospital, and I think Hank can really like blame Dick for this because they're just having because they want to, because Don says to Dick that, he wants to stop that gun up, then he wants out, and then he wants to go out the way he wins, he can heal, because, yeah, you can tell it's fucking him up, but seeing Don getting hurt and soon to be not dead, but seeing she fall off the edge, and seeing like she's like you can see her blood. I don't see her blood splatter, but she's on the pavement. After you fall off the they kind of throw it off the building, right? And they kind of smash their birdhouse. That's hardcore shit. So yeah, I'm gonna end. Yeah, I'm gonna end my review of season 1, episode 2 of Titans. Yeah, I think it was an okay episode. No, I think episode 1's a bit better. That's just me. So yeah, hope you enjoyed my episode 2 review of Titans. Leave the thoughts in the comment section below, smash the like button, and yeah, click the bell, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube for more wrestling videos, Marvel videos. I'm going to do more DC content in the future, not just me, covering Titans, maybe review a DC movie, not like the DCEU, but like pre-DCEU, like whether it's a Batman movie, Superman movie, or The Watchmen, that's also part of the DC universe, whatever. Trying to expand it, man. I'm trying to, expand it, I'm not just, a fan of Marvel, but also I'm a fan of DC. I said it in my review of episode 1 of Titans. I'm going to say it again in episode 2. Anyway, so yeah, nothing much to talk about. It's just like what it is, I'm trying to keep this, if I got more to talk about, I will. And this episode's about 44 minutes. The last one's about 53 minutes. The next one's 55. It's not like the Disney Plus shows, like, because the time is so inconsistent because it only lasts about half an hour, and then you got like a 5-minute post-credit scene. When you get to episode 4 and 5 or 5, they end up doing a post-credit scene, But this, it's straight to the very end. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna end it. Nothing much to talk about. Like I said, yeah. Like I said, hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna say it again. I hope you enjoy my episode 2 review of Titans. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Click the bell. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time for another episode review of Titans, episode 3. That'll be next week. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.